Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, back to another ride with me vlog. I am about to head to the barn. I have a lesson on Canberra and I'm feeling a little, I don't know what the words are quite to describe how I'm feeling about going to the barn for this lesson. Sort of stressed, sort of anxious. So I had a lesson on Canberra a couple days ago and that was my last ride on her, and I didn't have my GoPro with me that day, unfortunately, which I really wish that I had because it was a very lesson learning type of ride, if you know what I mean. It was honestly one of the first times where I really felt like Canberra and I were just not clicking. We were kind of like fighting with each other the whole time. It really kind of felt like we were at war with each other, and this is like the first time that I've like experienced that with her. She was definitely quite forward that day, quite strong. It kept feeling like she was wanting to take off with me, and then she wasn't really responding to my aids, and then in like a defensive manner I got really like handsy and heavy on my hands, and I'm sure that just made everything worse. So it definitely felt like we were kind of fighting back and forth with each other, and by the end of that ride I just felt so defeated and honestly so sad because I really love her, and it's not a good feeling when you don't feel like you're connecting and on the same page. But this is honestly like the first time that I've felt this way with her, and you know, horses are just like people. They have off days and they have good days, so I'm hoping it was just an off day for both of us, and that was the reason for that. Nonetheless, it was a valuable lesson learned, and even though I felt very, very defeated by the end of the lesson, I did have things to take away from that I want to apply today, and just hopefully we'll have a good lesson. And if not, we'll just keep on keeping on and keep on working on the things that we need to work on. It's all part of the process and the journey, but it leaves such, I don't know, with like a sour taste in my mouth when we kind of end things on an unsuccessful note. Like I feel like anxious until I can resolve it and know that, you know, we're okay and we're still building on our relationship. But yeah, I'm hoping that we have a good ride today, and again, if we don't, just keep on keeping on and we'll figure out what the next steps are. But let's go. Canberra! Hi. Are we friends again? I think so. My apology gift. Let's go inside. We have made peace. Alright guys, so far so good. Canberra and I are still friends. We had a little chat and she forgives me. All is good, all is well, and we are going to have a better ride today. I'm really hoping that that was just a one-off. Horses are just like people. They have off days. They're not perfect. She is allowed to have off days. I wish I handled it better, but that was a lesson that I learned from that, and if she does happen to have another off day even in today, I'm confident that I will give her grace and I'll handle it a lot better and not get super defensive in my riding if she is kind of quick and forward and strong. One of my favorite parts about grooming is definitely picking out their feet. I find it so satisfying when you get like really thick mud chunks out. Bonus points if you get some little rocks out, because I just feel so accomplished when I get those out of her feet, because I know it must feel so much better for her. Alright, so grooming and tacking up complete. Now I'm just going to bridle her and then we'll head down and start our lesson. Come on. Is this you won't take the bit until you get a treat kind of day, or? Okay. Okay. I'm feeling a little nervous, but at the same time, I'm feeling excited. I'm determined to make this one better. sore. Good girl. So far, so good. Honestly, the other ride started off pretty good. I feel like as the lesson went on, it kind of snowballed a little bit into her getting very forward and fast and strong, which makes me feel like it was probably me, like maybe I was just riding a little bit too handsy, which kind of made it escalate to that, and then which made me more handsy. I don't know, it's like the whole chicken and the egg situation. That was good. We are starting off with a nice walk warm-up. I am still practicing my leg yields. These are really hard. I find her quite difficult to move off of my leg, but we're gonna keep working at it, and I'm really trying to get her to do more of like a side step. She's still stepping quite forward, but we will get there. So starting off in the trot, she does feel a little bit quick, but I feel like this type of forward is not necessarily a bad thing. I don't feel like it's too quick right now. I do want her to be moving forward with good rhythm and good pace, so I feel like this is good. As we're warming up, I like to focus on a lot of transitions. I noticed in this lesson while editing that I was doing a lot of trot to halt, and I should do a little bit more trot to walk as well, because then every time we stop, I don't want her to just go into a halt. Something to note for next time, but as we're warming up, I'm going to do lots of circles using my different rein aids. Here I'm trying to do a circle with my indirect rein. You can see my inside rein is a little bit too long for this. I probably should shorten it up a little bit, but indirect rein is your inside rein, and you're putting it up against their neck so that moves their shoulder. When doing circles with this rein aid, you do need to make sure that you have your inside leg on. Good girl. Good girl. I'm practicing it here again because I do find this one more difficult, and you want to make sure that you're putting it up and then releasing, and that you're not just holding that pressure there the whole time. So bump it up against the neck and then release. So this circle here, I'm doing more of a direct rein, so that is pulling your hand and your elbow down to your hip. So this one turns more of their hind end, and this one requires the most inside leg to keep the pace going. And now I'm just going to practice those circles on the right side with my different aids. This one is an opening rein, so this one moves their head. You do this just by opening your rein. So this one you will get a bigger circle, and with the direct rein you will get the tightest circle. So I'm just practicing all my different rein aids now, going to the right. Good girl.
Okay, let's trot your line of poles heading down this way.
Okay, so now we're working on our first exercise, holding 2-point down the line of poles, and Canberra does tend to get a little bit quick down lines, as you can see. While I'm in my 2-point, of course, I'm focusing on stretching my heels down and maintaining straightness through the line.
Right knee canter, and then back to trot to the poles, and then right knee canter, and then back to trot to the poles.
Outside. This is a good exercise for collection because we are cantering down the long side, and then we only have this short side here to come back to trot and collect enough to go over the poles. Yeah.
Pointing, you don't have your hip on top of your heel, or your bum behind your heel. Keep your bum behind your heel.
My bum is where right now?
Back. Heels forward. You need to line it up.
Okay.
Put your hip on top of your heel.
Okay.
Like that. Like that.
Whoa. Oh, I forgot the canter. So this time cantering, we are no longer going over the poles, we're just cantering now. Over the poles? My face! A bug smacked my cheek! I feel like finally my half C is starting to click. It's not quite there 100%, but I feel like it's been feeling a lot better lately. We had a good couple laps. So now, while we're cantering to the right, we're going to cross the diagonal and try to get a flying lead change. I really want us to have these down pat for shows, so we got to start working on them more. Flying here? Good girl. So something that Canberra does a lot with the flying lead change is she'll swap the front and not the back, so we'll end up in a cross canter a lot of the time. And for me, I find that's quite difficult to tell. The canter does feel different in a cross canter, but I feel like Canberra's canter is so uncomfortable anyways that the cross canter versus the normal canter, I don't really notice it too much. So that's like my one concern with lead changes with her.
Trot your tulips.
So more or less, I feel like this is where we started to have issues. Last time was after we were done cantering and we were doing some trot jumps. She was just wanting to go, 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 go. Sorry.
The last minute you did a big cleft and stove your body.
Yeah. Very rarely does Canberra canter out of trot jumps, but you can see she is very keen today. Yeah.
The tulips going the other way, then this diagonal brick wall, outside line, and then finish on this guy. I want you, Claire, to try and get your flying changes, okay?
Okay.
So you're gonna go straight after the jump, and then as she's turning, that's when you're gonna still keep her straight, but do a big kick with your outside leg as she's turning.
Okay. Did I go through the wrong one? Yeah. So that last one there, I totally expected her to take off long, but here's the kicker. I didn't ask her to take off long. So that's how we ended up with that.
That was okay. She started to get quick with the changes, so you have to bring her back.
Half halt after?
Like kick, smack, whatever you do for the change, and then whoa.
Whoa, okay.
Because otherwise she gets snowballing and the whole thing gets faster.
Yeah. Coming to this one, I was like, this feels fast. I was like, hi. Good girl. You're so good. Sweet girl. So this lesson was miles better than last lesson. There were obviously moments where she was getting quite quick. But I think I 100% handled it 10 times better than I did last time, and I just felt like there was better communication between us for the most part. Hi, Red Fruit!
Got a big butt.
I know, I'm sorry, she's so slow. What do you have itch? Do you want me to get it for you? Do you want me to get your itch for you? Oh. And then the more I ride her, the more I notice her little quirks, and that's when I've discovered recently she always likes to scratch the right side of her face. Usually it's as soon as I take off her bridle, but it's just super cute. I always try to help her get her little itch. So we're all done with our lesson. I gave Miss Canberra a spray down, and I'm just gonna let her graze and dry off for a little bit before I give her some grain. Ooh! That hurt. That was a mosquito. It was on my hand, so that's gonna be very, very itchy later. Yeah, our ride went a lot better today. She still felt super forward in the trot. Oh, I think I'm getting another bite. In the trot, she felt very forward and kind of pulling, but the canter was a lot better. Y'all, I need some bug spray out here. Oh, ma'am, that's a tree branch. There's so much going on. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, our canter felt really nice today. She did not feel like she was pulling, except at the end of our last jump course. As my trainer was saying, when we do the lead change, she does get pretty forward, and I have to make sure that I like half halt and woe her, otherwise it just keeps snowballing. But besides that, the canter felt lovely, and my half seat actually felt really good. I feel the difference now between just standing up in my half seat and bum touching the saddle each time. It's like you barely hover up out of the saddle, not even hovering, you like ever so slightly. I don't know how to explain it. You guys know how to have seat. I don't need to explain it to you. But yeah, it was just a big difference in feel for me. Before I was like standing up, and now I'm just like ever so slightly, and then the bum moves with the canter, if that makes sense. But yeah, Canberra and I are friends again. We had a good ride, and you know what, if we have a bad ride next lesson, that's totally fine. Just keep moving. Not every day is perfect, but the bugs are really bad here, so I'm going to take her out by the arena to graze. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.